With the result, if you are morally disciplined, if you are morally upright, you may come across horses, but you won't steal. You may come across dollars and euros on the road, but ignoring. You get a chance. You do come across gold or silver and any other costly things. You do come across someone's mobile lying, but you are morally upright enough. You have an opportunity to steal. There is no one, but you are morally disciplined. You have the desired level of purification of heart and mind. And this is what religion says. This is what the prophets say. This is what the prophets did. This is what the religion did and does. And this is what the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, did in Makkah, did in Hijaz Muqaddas. Millions of crimes were there on daily basis. The Holy Prophet living in Makkah was an eyewitness. And then he started his mission. And this is what God says. One of the fundamental duties of the Prophet is sanctification. Tazkiyah nafs, purification of heart and mind. Character building, to make someone morally disciplined, to make someone morally upright. You have, if you are morally upright, you have 101 opportunities to get something, to steal something belonging to someone. You avoid, you ignore, you give no importance, despite the fact you are poverty stricken, despite the fact you are hungry, despite the fact you are empty pocket, but you have the moral discipline which does not make you steal, which does not make you involved in an act of stealing. This is what the Holy Prophet did. This is what he taught. This is what he injected into the minds and hearts of his companions, holy companions. And this is how a society was formed, a society of pious and noble and gentle people. And the rate of crime came to the minimum in the history of man, in the history of human civilization. The crime rate came to the minimum in the ideal state of Medina. Minimum to the minimum. How and why? How did this miracle take place? Credit goes to the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. The way he taught compassion, love, charity, generosity, contentment, trust in God, purification, all greed, all lust, simply purged, washed out, the purified. The whole of Medina was purified and surrounding areas. And no crime was committed. Now, the world has been operating using one option. Crimes are committed, punishment is given. Either imprisonment for a number of years or hanged to death. But the rate of crime going up. Now is the time to stop. Yes, crimes are committed and punishments are there, even in every religion, every society. A number of punishments. The whole system of punishment is there. It must remain there. But it's time to simultaneously to work on other option as well. Punishments, if we have punishments in the Quran, in Muslim jurisprudence, every country has its laws to check the crime. Every country has a whole system of punishment. Yes, punishments must be there. But simultaneously, it's time to practice, to make other option operative as well, so that horses may not be stolen. Opportunities are there, chances of there. A person is free, finds himself free, lonely. There is a golden opportunity to steal. No one is watching. But the inner voice, the voice of the conscience must not allow him to involve himself in that act of stealing, to involve himself in a mean act. The inner voice should come. He should be disciplined, taught, disciplined, enlightened, purified in such a way. He must have an active, strong, active conscience, not allowing the person to involve, to commit a crime, though he has the golden opportunity. So, crimes are there, punishments are there, must be there. But think how to take the graph of crime to the minimum. Punishments have failed. From mild to severest punishment, punishments have failed to take the crime to the minimum. Keep this set there and then, and simultaneously, meantime, at the same time, think another option and Be active. Make that option operative. Taaleem o tarbiyat. And this is the job of the teacher. This is the job of the priest. This is the job of the parents. They should perform their duty. But how can the parents, how can a priest and how can a teacher perform this? Do this job only and only if he himself is a model. If he himself practices truth. If he himself is honest. If he himself is contented soul. A contented soul. If he himself practices these morals and ethics, only then he can teach, and his teaching will have due impact on the mind and heart of the taught, so that a person may come across horses and he knows the horses can be stolen, and still he does not, despite the fact he is empty pocket. So men are hanged for stealing horses. One set, practice. The second is more important. In the present day environment, in the present day social and political and economic environment all over the world. Number one, in the third world countries. Number two, in the developed countries. The political, the economic, the social, the moral scenario which is prevailing in the present day world. It is imperative to practice the second option, to make the second option operative. Teach, but teach with example. Teach with a living model. And one who teaches must be the living model himself. And then the rate of crime will come to the minimum, as it came to the minimum 1400 years ago in Medina, in the ideal state of Medina. Thank you very much.